Hey, what's going on YouTube? MemphisMike out here in December 2017 out on the Gold Wing today. I guess I might as well jump on the bandwagon and talk about cold weather motorcycle riding like everyone else does this time of year. All the experts pop up and suggest cold weather riding tips when they're really not riding in the cold. Okay, maybe 40 degrees. So I thought, you know what? I might as well express myself as well. Let's talk about cold weather riding. What is too cold to ride your motorcycle? What is too cold? Well, you're going to have to answer that for yourself. But for me, on the Honda Gold Wing, huge touring bike, as we all know, full fairing. So number one, that gives me an advantage right there over a naked biker, just a cruiser. Okay, right off the bat, that gives me an advantage. It just keeps more air off of you. And you know, somebody had asked me what's the coldest I've ridden in. I think the coldest, I think 13 degrees one night. Okay, that was the coldest. Now when I talk about riding, I'm not talking about going on a ride for vacation or something like that. I'm talking about what I do is I commute on the bike back and forth to work. So that's kind of what I'm talking about. 25, 30 minute, 45 minute ride. Anyway, but what is too cold to ride? This morning it was 16 degrees on my ride to work. 16 degrees. That's pretty nippy. So what I do? Hey, I got a heated jacket liner. I got ballistic nylon pants and ballistic jacket from Joe Rocket. I got winter gloves, and actually today I inserted the heated glove liner as well. So I'm going to be comfortable when I ride. So I don't even know what is too cold because, I haven't pushed the envelope. I shared my ride the other day when it was 22 degrees with some of the Gold Wing riders, and they're like, no thank you. No thank you. Not riding that cold. Another brother who always talks about he doesn't need heated gear because he says he can layer up enough with clothes, he doesn't need it. Well, I shared I rode in 22 degrees, and the first thing he says, I opened the door and it was 31 degrees outside. So I said, no, thank you. And I went back in the house. Oh, but I thought you said you didn't need heated gear, that you could get warm enough. Fail. Other people talk about heated gear as well. Some of the myths about it. Motovlogger Amped Moto, who I do like his channel, we talked about heated gear. He talked about riding in the cold. I suggested heated gear. His response, I just don't like heated gear. I don't like all the wires and all the batteries. Amped Moto, let me tell you, buddy, it's one wire. If you can hook a battery tender up, it's one wire. There are no batteries unless you buy the cheap crap. So don't be afraid of it, brother. But you're a little bit younger blooded. I know you got a little bit thicker blood than us old guys do. So what is too cold? It can get to a point where if you can't keep warm, it's just dangerous to ride, especially with your hands. If you can't keep your hands warm, then your functionality of being able to shift and throttle and brake in a quick manner could be affected. So everyone's talking about cold weather. Now, you guys up north, I understand, up in Canada, you got to deal with the snow. I'm going to give you a pass, okay? You get a pass. I wouldn't expect anyone to get out and ride in the snow and ice. And then you got the salt on the road. Gold Wing Music Man just put up a vid about, riding with salt on the road. Salt will just eat your bike up. Man, it would just eat your bike up. But what is too cold? Tell me, what is the coldest you've ridden in? For me, I guess people see me riding and they say, man, Mike, you are crazy. But you know what? For me, it has become just a lifestyle. Another comment someone made the other day was like, when it takes so long to get dressed, it's just not worth it. There again, for me, my lifestyle is set up such, I have my riding suit, it stays in my closet. I'm fortunate that I wear a uniform at work. Same thing every day. No coat and tie, nothing like that. So I'm not really concerned about my clothing. So bam, I'm dressed in, 3 minutes. My heated jacket liner stays inside my big jacket liner, so I just plug up and go. It just does not take me long because my lifestyle is built into it. So I don't know what is too cold, but I guess I'll know when I reach that temperature. We are expecting some single digits next week, so I guess I will find out what is too cold. So let me know, what's the coldest that you've ever ridden in? Does it just reach a point where you're like, okay, I'm done, the bike's going in storage for the winter, it's just too cold for me to ride? Does it? Or do you keep on trucking as long as you can, as long as you don't have the snow and ice going on? Let me hear from you, YouTube. I appreciate it. This is MemphisMike, and I will, yes I will, see you later.